Shall I put on a little music?
Are you trying to get me in the mood, Castle?
Yes, I am. In the mood to select one of these amazing wedding bands.
Oh.
I've weeded out the hacks and selected 5 finalists.
A band? What's a party without a DJ?
That's rhetorical, right?
Come on, Castle. I don't want some cheesy band leader trying to imitate Sinatra when we're dancing our first dance to witchcraft. I want old Blue Eyes himself.
Well, sadly, he's not available.
No, but his recordings are via a DJ.
Can we go back a second? Why would we be dancing to witchcraft?
Because it's our song.
Since when?
Since we sang it at the karaoke bar in the Hamptons last summer.
I thought our song was Bruce Springsteen's Dancing in the Dark.
Since when?
Since I had the boss boy on stage, Courtney Cox style, The Beacon. Do we not have a song? We must have a song.
It looks like they're playing it now. Beckett. Murder at Sutton Place. Ivy Mitchum, according to the Faircroft football website, he's 6'2" and 210 pounds. There's your halt, Castle.
Well, though murder is at odds with the values instilled in a Faircroft man, I haven't been back here since I was a senior.
So this is where you graduated, huh?
Well, I would have if it wasn't for the fact that one night my buddies and I sneaked in and pushed a cow up 12 flights of stairs onto the roof.
A cow? Really?
Yep.
So what happened? Did you guys get expelled?
No, just me. I wasn't connected like my buddies were. I was the scholarship kid, so I got the boot.
Well, I think you turned out all right.
Me too.
The principal will be with you in just a moment.
Thank you. Castle, none of this adds up. What were those girls so afraid of? What happened in that cafeteria?
I'd offer a theory, but I'm too busy having detention flashbacks.
You must have spent a lot of time in this hallway.
More than I did in class.
I bet that principal hated you.
I'm wondering if hate's a strong enough word. Principal Dunnan had to hire a crane to get that cow off the roof. But I'm sure that old battle axe has long since retired. Put out to pasture, so to speak.
Is that a bovine reference, Mr. Rogers?
Principal Dunnan, you're, still here?
And sadly, you have returned.
Cannot wait to tell Stephen about this case. Stephen King, he won't believe it. A real-life Carrie.
Castle, I can't say what happened in the cafeteria or in Madison's bedroom yet, but I can say this. The animosity between those two girls is what makes Jordan a person of interest, and not your telekinetic fantasy. Lucas Troy, and there he is.
Ah, Starry Night, the winter ball. Did I tell you, Principal Dunnan expelled me just before prom?
Castle, no, you didn't get to go to your own prom?
And my date would have been Audra Dobson. So unbelievably hot.
Well, if it's any consolation, I missed my prom as well.
Why?
Lucas Troy?
Okay, so let's start with the cafeteria video. There's no indication that Jordan Gibbs or anyone else is moving the tables and chairs. Frankly, I can't explain what we're seeing here.
Well, I think I can offer an explanation.
What about the FaceTime call made to Madison's friends? Is there any way to retrieve that?
A video call is like a phone call. Unless someone's recording it, once the call ends, the data is gone. As for Jordan's laptop, browser history suggests she spent hours obsessing on all things telekinesis starting 2 weeks ago.
Right about the time she telekinetically rearranged the cafeteria. Clearly, Jordan realized she had powers and was trying to understand them. This is exactly like the movie Carrie.
Yes, exactly like the movie. Fictional. Jordan doesn't have powers.
Hey, got Jordan's phone records. Her service provider says that her phone's been turned off, but she made one call right when she did school.
To whom?
Number's listed to a Henderson Diagnostics, and I can't find any info on what they do exactly, but when I called, there was no answer, no voicemail or message either.
Did you get an address?
Yeah, Brooklyn, off the 405 line.
Hi. NYPD. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
You must be here for the doctor. He's in session now. Follow me.
Excuse me, NYPD. We're looking for...
I think we're in the right place. How did you do that?
The power of a focused mind.
Yeah, I saw that trick in Vegas. So who
teach
are...
biophysics at MIT. I rent this space from Henderson to conduct my research in telekinesis.
You study telekinesis?
I teach.
She even kind of looks like Carrie.
No, she does not. Besides, how would that little skinny girl throw Madison up against the ceiling?
With powers we have yet to comprehend. Be careful in there. Don't anger her. We don't know what she's capable of.
You're right. You should probably go in there with me. For protection.
I guess so. I don't know. It's a nervous habit.
I'm guessing she wasn't hanging out in Russian lit to study.
Castle, Russian literature. It's right here.
Thank God for the Kindle. I'd be out of a job in a couple of years. Kids just don't read actual books anymore.
Unless it's Vojna i mir. War and Peace. In its original Russian. And look, there's no dust here. It's like someone pulled this out recently. And it's lighter than I remember Tolstoy being.
And what does it have to do with Jordan's telekinesis?
Nothing, because Jordan is not telekinetic.
Well, explain that cafeteria video.
I can't, Castle, but I assure you I will.
And what about Madison's death? Being thrown around like a rag doll by an unseen force?
Yeah, well, unseen doesn't mean that nobody was there. And the real question that we should be asking is, what is a 17-year-old doing with 2.3 million in bearer bonds? That probably got her killed, not some psychic assassin.
Well, perhaps we'll have to agree to disagree on that, and agree to agree on this.
The Billboard's top 100 most romantic songs of all time.
I figure our song has got to be on that list somewhere.
No, Castle, I'm not choosing our song off of a list that includes Def Leppard's Pour Some Sugar on Me.
That song, I am sure, ignited many a strip club romance in 1987. 1987. A year when the Bangles taught us how to walk like an Egyptian. Bon Jovi taught us how to live on nothing but a prayer. And Rick Astley taught us how to laugh.
You're feeling nostalgic after getting pulled back in time to your days at Faircroft Prep.
Yeah, it was strange going back. Everything seems smaller, yet unchanged. I mean, the hallways are the same, the principal is the same banners for school dances. And why didn't you go to your prom? I'm sure 17-year-old Catherine Beckett had many a young suitor.
Yeah, except Rebel Bex was a little too cool to go to a silly dance, so we went to a poetry slam in the East Village instead. It's one of those seminal moments that I kind of wish I didn't skip out on.
Do the things we missed.
And to those we didn't.
Several confirmed seeing what can only be described as a telekinetic event at Chen's property 3 nights ago.
And remind me how stolen German bearer bonds have nothing to do with telekinesis.
You know, there's a logical explanation, okay?
I'd love to hear it.
Okay, fine. Madison knew that those bonds are in Chen's house. Her father is, after all, his lawyer. So she's looking for the next big score. She decides to scope out the house, except Chen's guards are around all the time. So, knowing that Chen is superstitious, she stages a supernatural event to scare everyone out of the house.
That's actually really logical.
Thank you.
But what about the other events? The cafeteria?
Try run. See if she can pull it off.
And her own death. Did she stage that too?
Okay, fine. All right, you're right. Madison couldn't have done this alone. So someone else was involved. You know what? Madison had to have had a partner.
You're right. A partner with telekinetic abilities.
Or someone with the ability to fake it. And when Madison wouldn't share, the partner went after her. So we find Madison's partner, we'll find the killer.
Hey.
It's him. It's Lucas. He was at the cafeteria.
And apparently at Chen's place, based on that paint.
So Lucas was the one with the power and not Jordan.
Yeah, the power to stage these events. But why would he be Madison's accomplice? He said that he hated her.
Maybe he came to hate her. That's why he killed her.
And with everyone assuming that Jordan was the one with telekinetic abilities, what better way to throw people off his scent? This is it.
That gun's not gonna be much help when Lucas rips it from your hand with his mind.
Castle, for the last time, telekinesis is not...
You were saying?
Come on. We're gonna finally figure out what's going on here.
Don't move. It's not what you think.
Don't hurt her! She had nothing to do with this. It's all my fault.
That was you?
Yeah, you must think I'm a freak, huh?
How did you do it?
You wouldn't understand. Most people don't. That's why I've learned to hide what I am.
Telekinetic.
What? No, smart. You know, people don't like it when you're smart, when you do things people don't understand. I mean, all that stuff you saw, I rigged.
Rick, but you made the chairs move, the tables.
Right. Special effects are kind of my hobby. It's pretty amazing, actually, what you can do with, like, some fishing wire and magnets. And people are pretty gullible. You know, when I saw those girls being so mean to Jordan, I just wanted to make them stop. I figured if I make them afraid of her, they'll leave her alone, you know?
So then you faked the whole telekinetic event at the cafeteria.
Yeah.
What's going to happen?
They look like they're having fun.
Yeah. Listen, I know you're a rebel and you hate convention and blah, 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 but Kate, would you, will you go to the dance with me?
Do you regret it? That prank? Missing your prom, not being here with Audra Dobson?
Not even a little bit. Everything I've ever done, every choice I've ever made, every terrible and wonderful thing that's ever happened to me, it's all led me to right here, this moment with you. I've always loved this song. Could it be we just found a song?
Castle.
Talk about magnetism.
Oh, that reminds me. I had Uni sweep Lucas's house. You know what they didn't find? Wires, magnets, anything that would explain that stuff that we saw flying around.
You don't think?
No. Now shut up and kiss me.